Have you guys ever searched Facebook Marketplace? I gotta tell you guys, this is a great place to find used Pokemon cards. Always be cautious on who you approach when you do business online with anybody, but there is some really great steals. And let's talk about one. As you guys know, we have recently been attempting to start increasing our Aquapolis collection to try to get it to completion. And a couple of weeks ago, we found somebody on Facebook Marketplace selling a lot of bulk e-reader series Pokemon cards. Did we get Aquapolis? I'm not too sure if we got too much Aquapolis, but we got a lot of e-reader cards for only $66. Let's take a look if the deal was the right one and if we did pretty good on our collection and our attempt to get to what we were looking for in the first place. I have put these cards in a better looking box. I got them inside of an Amazon box when I purchased them. But for $66, we got this huge stack of Pokemon cards. It is impressive. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. You got stuff from Ruby Sapphire, from Sandslash, Sandstorm. You got it all. And I did have it organized. And we're not gonna go through every single card here. I mean, we might go through every single card, but we're not gonna go too deep into detail. We're not going to be like, oh my god, let's take a look at this condition. But I gotta tell you guys, most of the conditions of these cards are pretty damn immaculate. This person was selling some other stuff, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, most of the holographics were pretty destroyed, which kind of makes sense though. Most people use their holos in random decks and took their holos to school. Nobody took a Combuskin to school and was like, hey bro, check out this cool Combuskin I got. Nobody. These things stayed in boxes of cards. And I gotta tell you guys, this is Ruby Sapphire. This one is definitely in some rough shape. I would probably consider this maybe heavily played, but most of these cards are in pretty good shape. They are pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little bit impressed. I was expecting some pretty beat up cards, but most of this is like all Ruby and Sapphire cards, looked pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie. And so we got a divider here. Looks like we used a V-Star marker, and now we're starting in Sandslash. So this is a huge stack of just Ruby Sapphire. I would consider that lot right there probably like at least $20 of bulk right there. For e-reader bulk, and I know Sandslash really isn't that big of a, Ruby Sapphire, I mean, isn't as expensive as Skyridge and Expedition and Aquapolis, but you know, and same with Sandslash. It's not as popular. I mean, this is like post Wizards of the Coast. This is actually when Nintendo took over and started making the cards. But look at this. Look at this Illumise. How beautiful is this card? Like, I love the e-reader series cards told a story. I love this Azurill. I have never seen this Azurill because I stopped kind of collecting during the Sandstorm era. Ruby Sapphire, Sandstorm were like the last sets I bought before I stopped playing. Like, I stopped playing Pokemon probably in the Neo set, but I stopped collecting Ruby Sapphire, Sandstorm. But all of these cards are so beautiful. They all kind of tell a story. Like, look at this Vigoroth. He is about to slap somebody. These are beautiful cards. That Eevee, probably worth something, honestly. That Growlithe. These are very, very beautiful cards. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed. So it looks like this is where it ends. So we got about, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. So this is still, all right. Hold on. I said this was like 20 or 30 cards, but this might be, all right, never mind. I kind of exaggerated. Look at that. This is probably like 60 cards. This is probably closer to 60 cards. So, probably about, I'd say $5-6 maybe in bulk right here. So not bad. We did good here. So I am gonna say that this is about $35 in bulk. So anything else we get, it's starting to look kind of good. Let's see what kind of aqua we got. So we got a Flaffy, which is in pretty rough, or not rough shape. I can't say this is rough shape. You guys can't really see it, but there is a couple of creases right here and one very small crease kind of going throughout the whole card. You might be able to see it from the back. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Oh, lighting, there we go. Look at that. That I would say is maybe damaged to heavily played. This Growlithe is in great shape. Beautiful card. I love it. Nidorino, I'm glad I almost bought that Nidorino earlier today. That Voltorb, pretty dope. It has got some damage. There's two little specks up here. I would consider this like heavily played. Apoom, this Cubone's got some damage to it as well. Grimer, Horsey. I like that Horsey. That Lickitung looks good. This Magnemite, I'm probably going to replace it because there's some scratches. I know these are just going to go in a binder to be displayed, but I would really like some little bit better looking cards. A Remoraid. This Remoraid's in great shape. I'm kind of glad I almost bought that Remoraid. A Voltorb. This Voltorb looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. There's a surface scratch, but it's not a dent on that card. So we ended up getting a nice little good amount of Aquapolis in this. Not a lot, but it'd be like $10. Maybe a little bit more than $10 of Aquapolis bulk right here. Maybe. We're gonna call this $8. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Yeah, maybe 10. Some of those cards are kind of in rough shape. That's the problem. Some of those are in heavily played, moderately played condition, and some of them are in about lightly played condition too. So it's kind of a mix of cards. Let's just call this 40. Let's call this $44. $44. We got one Skyridge Rhyhorn that is in pretty fair shape. There's a small little dent here, which I would consider that like MP, but a nice little Rhyhorn. All right, so I think this is Dragon something. This is a set I did not have at all. So this is brand new, and I think a lot of the cards in here are this specific set. That Snorunt looks so dope, and there is so many duplicates of each one of these. The Vibrava. So something leads me to believe that these might have come from maybe a theme deck. This Magnemite, super dope looking. Look at that card, freaking dope. I like it. I'm not sure though. I mean, they are very common. So, she did not have any. A lot of Ninkadas, so I don't know. Maybe these did come from buying packs and they just had a thousand of them. But sometimes it leads me to believe that they came in theme deck. But look at that, is a lot, and those cards are in pretty good shape. I would assume that whoever collected these probably stopped playing the game itself. We're about to start getting into some of the good stuff here shortly. Some Numels, a Slugma looks pretty good. A bunch of Spoinks. Of a variant Spoink, a Swablu. Swablu I like a lot. So, and look, I'm telling you, these are in really, like, some of these are in pretty fair shape. The one behind there has a little bit of whitening, so it's probably like a LP, but these cards are in really pretty good condition. I was very surprised that I was surprised that they were still available. This guy has a stain. Imagine if that was the reverse Holo TV reporter. Oh my god, that would have been nuts. But nonetheless, I am pretty happy with what I got. I did put a couple of these in inside of some sleeves when I started looking at them with her, because I was like, oh, like we had an agreement. This Dragonair from Expedition is really nice. This Electabuzz is, these two Electabuzzes are kind of beat, so these might have gone to school with whomever collected these. I'm not gonna lie, but the nice thing about Expedition is I have a lot of Expedition cards, so that Diglett looks very derpy. I like it. Ghastly's, this guy. Oh, look at this Ghastly. Look this. So this is what damage condition looks like. If you've seen some of my other videos, we're going through the process of checking out card grading of cards, and that one is 1,000% damage. It looks like somebody was playing with these for sure in the Expedition series, because these Expedition cards are beat to hell. Not all of them, but a lot of them are beat to hell. So this bulk of Expedition, I probably wouldn't put it worth a whole lot of money. And These are Ruby Sapphire energy cards. That's not bad at all. Um, I'd say we're probably at the $100 range though, even with those cards being kind of beaten up. Um, we're gonna we're almost getting to the end here of this video, but we did end up with a bunch. Look at this, a ton of Ruby Sapphire energy cards. Like this is, I don't know how much these babies are worth to people, but I know that energy cards are collectible. I would probably put these like at 10 cents a pop. I'm probably gonna say we're like at the 120 range, more or less. We paid $70, I believe, is what we paid. It was a couple of weeks ago, so please forgive me. Now we got some Gyarados cards. We got a Umbreon, and these Garys are pretty LP type shape. This one LP as well. I believe this Umbreon might have had a little bit of scuffing. Yeah, there's a small little dent up here. I would probably consider that moderately played, just because it has a dent. This Horsey is a reverse hollow. I believe this Horsey might be a pretty clean reverse hollow for the set. Yeah, this is a pretty clean. Usually you see reverse hollows like these and they are scratched to the T. There's a Dodrio, which is really nice from Aqua. A Boost Energy from Aqua that's pretty nice. This is a uncommon. You got a damaged Team Agma's Rhyhorn, and we went ahead and just took it, even though it was kind of beaten up, you know. And then a couple of more energy cards, and you can tell that the Expedition set cards were just completely damaged. So whoever played with this set played with them for sure. All right, in total, I gotta tell you guys, I would say that this lot, after everything, is probably like in the 140 to 150 range. I think I did pretty well in the purchase of these cards. It is a lot of bulk. The Expedition cards, probably not so nice, but Expedition wasn't really something that I was looking for anyways. It is something that I do have a lot of. But the ones that I mean, I didn't have a lot of Ruby Sapphire, even though I collected Ruby Sapphire. I have some Ruby Sapphire. Maybe one day we'll look at my collection and I can show you guys the Ruby Sapphire that I have personally, because I do have some. I have Ruby Sapphire, but I gotta tell you guys, definitely check out Facebook Marketplace. I think I doubled my investment, maybe even tripled my investment in this box of cards. I'm not sure what I'll do with the Expedition, because I don't know. I guess the ones that I don't have, I might put them in a binder. I would like to start collecting some of the, or not collecting. I'd like to start putting together collections of cards from the older sets. My favorite sets are all the e-reader series from Wizards of the Coast. They look very nice. I thought the artwork on those cards they told a story, and that is what I liked about them. So I would love to start putting some sets together, and that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna be doing that. This is probably gonna be a project for the next year or so. So join me. We're gonna be buying cards all over the place to fill this collection up. We'll be looking on Facebook Marketplace. We'll be looking at Mercari, eBay. We'll be posting back here. Keep an eye on these videos. It's going to be a lot of fun. We just posted a video recently where we purchased a sack of cards essentially from a seller, and we did pretty damn well on that set as well. I'm pretty excited about it. We've been spending some good money, but we've been getting some really good hits on cards from third parties, so I'm pretty excited and stoked to see what else we can grab from so many other people that are out here selling their cards, selling their collections, and I like to see them. I like to see even though some of those cards were heavily played, and some of those cards were a little bit damaged. It is fun because at some point somebody was having a good time with those cards, and that's what you like to see. And if you guys have collections of cards, or if you're looking to fill some collections, let me know. What are you looking for? What do you guys? Did you guys think I got a good deal out of this said as well would be another question. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Please write some comments. Let me know how I'm doing. I appreciate you guys. And if there's any type of video you guys want to see in the future from me, please let me know. Until the next time, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by for a little bit to watch this video.